Evening po, we're from Mapua Malayan Colleges, Laguna, and as stated po sa consent form nyo, yung interview na po na to is for profiling interview po about uh, a reputable professional and na socially responsible po. Bale po, I am Chloe Jade Montalban, and
Italian Princess Nick.
I'm Aaron Reyes po.
I'm Marcos Delan Abuela po.
And I'm Luis Gabriel Ocampo.
Hi everyone, good evening. Nice to meet all of you. Shall we start with the interview? Question, do I have to speak in English all along o pwede ako mag-Tagalog?
pwede po magtagalog.
Okay.
To directly start off the interview na po, our first question is inclined po with your career and your professional life or for the profile po. The first question po is, can you briefly introduce us yourself as well as your profession po and your current role in your company right now?
How do I say that? To sure know if I'm gonna say my name first and all this. So let's put it in this way. I'm managing multiple countries as of the moment. I'm part of an international company which is from Germany. We are manufacturing modular kitchen. We have been in the business for the last 100 years or so. Started to build and manufacture modular kitchen since 1958. Our office here in Dubai has been established since 2011. I've been part of this office since 2017. I am working with diverse people. When I say diverse, basically I'm handling countries from the African region, namely as Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, and still working on a few countries as of the moment. And when it comes to the Asia Pacific, I am actually managing partners from Philippines, of course, our own country, from Sri Lanka, from Vietnam, Indonesia. I used to handle Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and Singapore. As of the moment, my role is basically surrounding the environment or the whole company itself. I've started to support every department in the business. However, as years went by since 2017, I am more focused on sales part, wherein I manage and collaborate with my partners from those countries that I have mentioned to basically introduce our brand in each market to make sure that their sales development is always aligned with what our company is going for. Like there will be brand guidelines, there will be specific statute that we have to comply. There will be product specifications that we have to make sure that are being followed in each and every country. However, in every country that I manage, there will be like, different cases, right? So from my end, as a salesperson, it's merely saying that it's a combination of all works. It's not just managing teams, but also making sure that the team that I am working with will be able to move and work by themselves even if I am not there. So that is my purpose. That is how I deal and manage and handle my teams in those multiple countries.
For the second question po, and with that being said po, as your role, do you see yourself as a leader type and or figure? If so po, what style of leadership do you practice?
Leader, I believe I
Yes.
mentioned a while ago, my way of leading is not because How do I say that? Within the 25, 26, 30 years of working experience, there are a lot of um, understanding about leadership for me. Leadership before, I see it as uh, teaching people to do things, to do stuff, right? I do this, do that. I need this report, I need that. However, as I grow older and as my field grows wider and the team of people that I actually deal with grows diversified, one thing I have learned is that leadership is not based on what you actually teach people. It is based on how these people will actually develop themselves. Teaching by the book is one thing, but seeing the people surrounding me or seeing the people who follows me are actually growing and developing in their skills and be able to transfer those skills also within their teammates is what I look at. Hindi ako parang may exam kayo 100% yung exam dapat perfect. No, it's not about the written exam and all this stuff. I don't mind you having 60, 75% on the exam. Mas importante sa akin na makita ko na yung tinuturo ko sa inyo ay nagagawa ninyo. Yung mga inaaral natin, in-educate ko kayo o yung mga kasama ko is nagagawa nila ng tama, efficiently and effectively. Kasi pag isa lang doon, ibig sabihin, depende sila sa akin, hindi ba? Na sa akin lang sila magdedepende, which is hindi dapat kasi ganon. When we do something, when we work, when we try to lead or direct people, we have to make sure na kahit wala ka, kahit wala tayo, they can actually move by themselves, di ba? Na kahit wala si Madam, kahit wala si Ma'am Shona, kahit wala si Ate Shona, pwede akong magtrabaho kasi tinuruan niya ako. Tinuro niya sa akin kung paano gawin ang trabaho. That's my way of teaching people. That's my way of educating people. So, yun po ang aking way of leadership.
So, for the next question, I'd like to ask, as a leader, how do you make sure that you are honest in your work and how you approach it alongside your colleagues?
That's a very good question. Tricky for some people, right? When we say being honest, it's not just the word honesty, it's integrity. So that's how I live by, because it's very important for me and my family knows about that. When I say integrity, because I am a Christian, when I say integrity, it doesn't mean people have to see me doing things. Even people without seeing me, kahit wala sila sa harapan ko, I have to make sure and I am making it sure para sa sarili ko kasi alam ko may nakakakita sa akin. Hindi man ako nakikita ng amo ko, hindi man ako nakikita ng mga colleagues ko. I know my creator is looking at me. And the same thing is what I want. So kung hindi ko gagawin yon with integrity, na half-hearted lang yung pagtatrabaho kasi wala naman si boss, uuwi ng maaga kasi wala si amo, di ba? Yung mga ganyan. Those things will actually make other people stumble. Diba? So as a leader, we should not be doing that. Me, myself, that is one thing I practice. Kasi I know for a fact, if I do one thing wrong, people will follow. And if I do one thing wrong, they will talk about it and they will say, oh, si Chona naman ginawa. Si Ma'am Chona ginawa. Diba? So those are the things na hindi talaga natin dapat i-practice. We have to make sure that we work with integrity. Diba? Integrity, not just honesty. And integrity covers everything kasi. So honesty is basically if they ask you if you did the work, say yes. Right? Kasi ginawa mo naman talaga. So that is for me, the difference between being honest and having an integrity when you do your job. Same as with the other things and matters in our lives.
Thank you for that. That's actually a really great word. I actually really like that, integrity.
Thank
To
you.
segue into the next question, Since you said that you manage a lot of people throughout your years of work experience, how would you say you build a positive rapport or a positive connection with your fellow colleagues and superiors in your professional setting?
Wow, that's paano ko ba yan sabihin? Positive, I believe, I would say, kung kakausapin niya yung mga kasama ko and all, they will always say sa lahat ng mga tao, me, Chona is the most energetic person in Nolte. I I always make sure that nobody will be left out. This is me. Kasi ayoko na left out. Left out in a sense na, alam mo, yung nasa loob ka ng isang room, bagong room, yung parang hindi ka kakausapin, hindi ka magsasalita kasi hindi ka kinakausap, hindi ba? I don't want that feeling. So I make sure na I don't give that feeling to somebody else. Wherever I am. Dito, Pilipinas, sa Vietnam, sa Germany, kahit hindi ko maintindihan yung sinasabi nilang salita sa Germany, hindi man ako marunong mag-German. But I make sure talaga na they see somebody na approachable naman siya. I can speak to her, 'di ba? Hindi ako ma-OP ba, yung ma-out of place ka dun sa ganyan kasi ayoko ng ganong feeling. And I know the feeling also na yung ini-ignore ka kasi hindi ka part ng ano nila, hindi ka part ng circle nila, ganon. Alam ko kasi yung pakiramdam. I've been there. So as much as possible, hindi ko talaga siya hinahayaan na mangyari. Whenever I am there in that position na may mga bago, may bagong hire, may ibang mga taong hindi makapag-communicate in English, alam mo yun. So talagang I make sure na ako yung mag-a-approach. Hindi ko man masabi yung gusto kong sabihin, alam mo, matapik mo lang sila, hi, hello, ganito, yayain mo kumain, mag-snack during snack time. Those moment kasi, may maibibigay sa kanila kasi yun eh. You will be able to open a conversation, you will be able to open them, di ba na, makipag-usap ka, pwede mo kaming kausapin. Ako, dito ka, may kailangan ka sa akin mo sabihin, i-introduce kita sa kanila. Ganun yung as much as possible ginagawa ko. And hindi ako magbabrag, it's not being proud and prideful sa inyo, pero dito sa company namin, simula nang mag-start ako talaga, that's my name, I would say. Ilang beses na-award ako actually 2 years ago sa ano namin, ang tawag nila sa akin, Busy Bee. Ako ang tao na hindi nawawalan ng ginagawa sa office kasi talagang busy ako sobra. And I make sure na alam ko yung mga pangalan ng mga taong nakikilala. Kahit yung mga members namin ng partners namin na nawala na nag-resign na, natapos na yung mga kontrata nila, if I see them, kahit sa online or face-to-face ulit, I still remember them. Mga company colleagues ko, simula nang dumating ako hanggang ngayon, mga umalis na, nawala, nagstay pa, mga anak nila, alam ko ang pangalan. That's how I am familiar with everyone as much as possible. Kasi maliit lang yung family namin eh. We're a small family. Kaya parang alam mo yun, lahat ng taong kasama ko, gusto ko kakilala ko talaga. However, ang consequences lang din kasi doon, at some point, is yung disappointment, di ba? Kasi hindi sila magiging gano'n sa'yo. Pero hindi ko naman yung tinitake as personal kasi iyon yung gusto kong gawin. If they don't remember my name, if they don't even remember me at all, okay lang din naman yan sa akin. Si Ate
It
Nicole, di
sounds
ko
like your,
marinig.
it sounds like your colleagues are in very good hands, but with how you describe it.
Thank
It's in
you.
the small human interactions that really brightens someone's day.
Thank you, Louise. I think Miss Nicole is asking something, hindi ko siya marinig. Walang audio si Miss Nicole. Better. Ay, nawala ulit.
Sir.
Ayan.
Okay na po?
Yes.
Okay na po. Okay po. Sorry for that conflict. For another question, is in your time as a professional, has been there the time that comes that conflict with another team member? If so, how did you resolve it in intention?
Oh, talaga yan. Hindi yan mawawala sa trabaho, especially sa trabaho ko dito, knowing that nasa Dubai pala ako, if I did not mention it earlier. So my work here in Dubai is basically, Sobrang critical. And critical discussions are part of the business. Yan naman ang natutunan ko sa aking mentor. It's part of the business. And when you say critical discussion, doesn't mean a conflict after ng discussion is mag-aaway na and all. It's a discussion where you have to tackle every different decisions, every different points ng trabaho ng business. Kasi kailangan natin magtugma at mag-align sa isang direction natin towards the business. It happened multiple times, hindi lang sa colleagues ko, sa mismong managing director ko. But again, it's a critical discussion that has to be done. It has to be made. And after those critical discussions, ang nangyayari kasi for me, it's always constructive. 'Di ba? Walang personal na galit ako sa kanya, nakakainis siya. Although sometimes at the moment, 'di ba, masasaktan ka, ma-hurt ka sa mga sinasabi, alam mo yung ganyan, at the moment. However, one thing I also learned and I believe, it's about the action that you take afterwards. Kahit na nasaktan ka at the moment, it's the action that you take afterwards. And when it comes to work itself, always have the gift and always have the skill to compartmentalize. Work is work, personal life is personal life. If it's work, don't take anything to your personal life. Wag na wag niyong gagawin yan. Wag na wag dadalhin ang inis, ang galit, yung anxiety sa trabaho pagdating sa pamilya. And that's how I've already developed myself. But beginning, hindi pa rin. Siyempre, bata, dumaan tayo sa ganyan, di ba? But as I age, I learned a lot. And that's one thing that I am happy that now I can actually do. Before, no, I'm kind of like always hurt, you thinking about it, why ganon, ganyan. But now, no. I already practice. I already learned how to practice it. Thanks you, Miss Nicole. Hindi na naman marinig, Miss Nicole.
Okay na po.
Yes.
Okay na.
Yes.
Okay po. Sobrang understanding naman pala ni Ma'am. So, next question is, professional, how do you ensure that your colleagues and supervisor feels respect around you?
Them being respected around me. Like, I respect them, yeah. As going back sa mga sinabi ko kanina, I make sure kasi that everybody knows kung saan kami lulugar. Ang respect nandyan palagi. Walang sigawan. I've never shouted at anyone. Being honest sa inyo sa trabaho, ako ang laging sinisigawan, laging tumataas sa boses nila. Or hindi kasi yung action, sabi ko nga, it's the action that you take, di ba? If hindi ko nagawang sumigaw, kasi ayoko nang sumisigawan. If they shouted at me, if they shout at me, I'll just stay calm and just be quiet and then smile and then do it. And at the end of the day, they will realize, oh, bakit ko siya sinagawa? Okay lang naman sa kanya. But always have boundaries then. If it's something that will trample you, fight for yourself, diba? Diba? I-defense mo yung sarili mo. But it didn't, as of now, as of this moment, for the last 9 years dito sa work ko ngayon, hindi pa naman wala pa namang ganung klase ng event or situation na nangyari na sobrang, alam mo yun, na tinapakan ka or anything. Wala namang ganun. Sigaw, kasi mga ibang lahi, alam mo na yun, mga ibang lahi, yung way nila ng pagsasalita, kala nila okay lang, pero actually yung taas-taas na ng mga boses, di ba? Ganon. Pero sanay naman ako, nasanay naman. So, yun lang.
Answer.
Thank you.
Okay, so these two next questions po, it's about work-life balance and family po. So the first one is, can you recount the challenges that you've encountered in balancing work and familial responsibilities?
Balancing. For all of you known, sa Dubai ako, mga anak ko nasa Pilipinas. I've never been with my kids since I started working abroad. However, nung nagkaroon na ng internet, ganyan, mga messenger, whatever, calls na ganyan, video, ayan, kahit pa paano nakakapag-usap na kami. Kaya lang, lately, since mga nasa college na and all, mas busy pa sila kaysa sa akin. So whenever they have the time talaga, I make sure na nandun din ako. And hindi naman kailangan laging may video eh. Messages lang, lagi kaming ganon. If there's anything that they require from me, need me, hi, hello mama. Minsan nagtatampo ako kasi hindi nila ako gino-good morning, hindi ba? Nila ako gino-good night. Pero sanay naman na ako kasi alam ko super busy talaga. Kung busy ako, mas busy sila sa school. That's the thing that kailangan kong tanggapin actually, na mas busy ang school life. And when it comes to me, my eldest daughter is here now in Dubai. So basically, siya rin nag-work na. So ngayon, alam na rin niya yung feeling na, mahirap palang magtrabaho. Sobrang busy din ng trabaho. So we only see each other kapag Bible study namin after work during Thursday and pag church day, pag Sabado. Kasi yun lang yung off niya. And after church, doon lang kami nagkukwentuhan. Sino mga maximum 2 to 3 hours lang kami magkasama. So that's how I balance my personal life, my work, and my family life. Also my commitment in the ministries in the church. So, yun po.
Okay, thank you po. Okay, so second one naman po, could you share some habits or strategies that have helped you in managing both healthily and effectively?
Oh, yan ang natutunan ko lately lang, recently lang. Ang weekend ko, close. Committed na yan. Hindi pwede magtrabaho pag weekend. So, yan lang yung reason ko lang natutunan na kapag dating ng Sabado at Linggo, church, Bible study ng youth, fellowship with my CA ministry, chat with my kids. If I don't have any fellowship outside during Sunday, I'll be home doing my chores, laundry, and doing my hobbies and studying for the lessons, upcoming lessons din. So yun yung pinapractice ko ngayon talaga na ang weekend. Walang trabaho, not unless it's life and death na kailangan mong asikasuhin na by email or itawag, I'll do that. But if it's not really like that, my weekends is already committed. Hindi na pwedeng singitan ng kahit na ano pang mga trabaho. So yun yung medyo late ko na na-realize yan at napapractice, but I'm happy na napapractice ko rin. Thankful din ako kay Lord for the direction na binigay niya sa akin.
Pa?
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
Kieran.
What motivates you to continue in your pursuits despite the challenges po?
What motivates me? May dalawa pa akong daughter na nagka-college. Nagiging honest lang to. Kailangan ko pa magtrabaho. So, kidding aside, yes, of course, I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. I have my daughters, isa pa lang yung nakaka-graduate ng college. So, syempre, gusto ko naman ma-provide sa kanila yung school. Hindi kami ganun kayaman kasi kung ano lang yung sweldo ko, pang tuition lang talaga. Kailangan nila maghanap ng ibang means for the other things na kailangan nila, which I am very grateful for. However, yun yung motivation ko na makatapos yung mga anak ko pa, yung dalawa kong pangatitira, si ate at si ate Chloe, si Bunso. And also, para, alam mo yun, makapag-save kami ng konti, di ba? At magkasama-sama kami. Yun kasi yung plan, to be with each other. Together kaming mag-iina. Kaming apat at saka ang mama ko. So that was the dream before, and alam ko naman ngayon nagmamaterialize na unti-unti by God's grace. Things are going on that right direction, and I know God will provide for it. I still have to wait for 2 years kahit na alam niyo nakakapagod magtrabaho. 'Di ba? May mga tao na nagre-resign sa trabaho ng parang normal lang. Ayoko na magtrabaho ngayon, mag-resign ako kasi napapagod ako. Sabi ko nga kanina, Lord, sana masabi ko rin 'yun. Mag-resign ako bukas, 'di ba? Yung gano'n kasi wala na. Pero ngayon ang motivation ko talaga 'yun. And also, since I am here in Dubai, I have my ministries din kasi sa church. And that is also a motivation for me to continue, di ba? Kung di man ako siguro magtrabaho as an employee, maybe business, God will give me ideas to do business, pero dito pa rin ako sa Dubai. Dito ako ano, kasi may ministry talaga. Not unless padala ako ni Lord sa ibang lugar to teach young kids na hindi nakakapag-aral. Yun talaga yung dream ni tita. Yun ang ni Ma'am Chona kasi yun yung aking parang prayer ba. If I am not capable anymore to work or I am not to work as an employee in a corporate world and my daughters are all done with their schooling and they're all settled, di ba? Yun yung pinagpe-pray ko na padala ko ni Lord sa isang lugar where I can actually teach people. which I'm actually already doing right now in a corporate world nga lang, di ba? Gusto ko naman outside the corporate world. Thank you for that question.
You're welcome. Thank you po. Second question po, if you could give your last question nga po yan, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice to help them in their professional journey, what would it be po?
It's not one word, it's not one sentence, it's a paragraph. Ganun eh, no? What will be to my young self, Chona, hindi matatapos ang trabaho. But I'm already working, no? Yun ang sasabihin ko sa sarili ko. Chona, hindi matatapos ang trabaho. So stop whenever you have to stop and learn how to ask for help. Huwag mong kayanin lahat. Yun lang, yan yung gusto kong sabihin sa sarili ko. Sa younger self, yung university, yung schooling nyo, and all, when you start working na, looking and finding for a job, pray for that job, first thing, of course, that it will be something na makakapagbigay sa inyo ng work-life balance. I know work-life balance is a cliche. It's up to you how you would do the work-life balance. But let yourself know that you cannot do everything by yourself. Ask help. There's no wrong in asking help, and always have integrity when it comes to work. No matter how difficult it is, always make sure that you do things effectively, efficiently, and with clarity, diba? And always protect yourself.